Once you get the sponging though, I don't know, I enjoy it. Does anybody else like really enjoy the sponging?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing that, the sensations that I got, you know, I haven't read ahead in the book or anything, but it's like,
Thank you, sir.
that's just to get you in touch with the sensations of your energy body so you're more in touch with it and out there in the, away from your body place.
Right.
A little deeper than that. It is actually to the preliminary steps in raising energy. So we all have like a natural bioenergy system when we eat.
So we're bumping it up?
Yeah, we are bumping it up big time. And you will have, as a result, more vivid dreams. You will have a brighter aura if anyone can sense that. You will maybe be able to spontaneously see auras when you couldn't before, or if you ever struggled, then it'll be easier. You know, there's many benefits.
Come on in.
Keep going, guys.
Hey, go
Hello. We have a cameo appearance.
So the brainwave generator, how often do I play those?
How often do you
Yeah, use it.
use it? Every day. You can use it before you start any of your evening things to do on the schedule here. You can start it as your first thing. So like every day when you go through here, you'll see where it's optional, will be the number one thing to do.
I made sure, even if I forgot,
To do the brainwave.
that it would be-
And it'll tell you which one you use. You'll use week 1 for this one, which is week 1. If you're looking on the computer or if you downloaded it, it'll say this is week 2. So week 2 is relaxation with deep relaxation. And I like to use it before I start anything. I like to do, like yesterday I did an hour of it. I just put it on for an hour. And I concentrated on my breathing too, so I got that out of the way. So I knocked two away, I did my breathing, and I did the brainwave generator at the same time. But I only did the breathing for about 5 minutes and then just kind of let myself go. Yeah, relax.
So you do an hour and you meditate with it and then do the night affirmation.
So I do, just as it is on here, I would do my morning dream. I'd write down my morning dream stuff, or if I wake up in the night. And then do the affirmations in the morning. And then take a break. And I write down my times on here too, what time I'm doing them. For trying to figure out patterns, the way I'm doing stuff right now, because I'm all whacked out with my sleep. So I write down the times next to it on there, what time I do it. And so I did the brainwave generator yesterday, or at 1 a.m. in the morning. I did the brainwave generator because I stay up late at night. And then I write down how long I did it for. They recommend 20 minutes.
20 minutes only?
That's what
Not
they
like-
recommend, optional.
Not overnight?
No,
Not
About
yet.
10 hours.
There'll be later weeks when you use
the lucid dreaming one.
your later weeks when you use the brainwave generator right before or during your exercises, and then you'll use a different preset for nighttime that you can actually go to sleep on lucid dreaming tracks. It's supposed to enhance your lucid dreaming.
We're not there yet though.
So there are different files, different tracks.
Mhm.
Right. And
Yep,
it'll-
they're all labeled.
Yeah, it'll clearly say. Some of these will say, listen to the binaural beats right before you get started on your daily as a warm-up, and later weeks will say, listen to these during your dailies.
I'll show you.
And how long are they for?
For as long as, it'll say
Did you say them?
10 to 20 minutes usually, and then the ones that are during would be however long you happen to take on your daily.
So,
So
give
I
you
need to go to the Meetup page and download those, and so I have more. I can see those.
Yeah, it's under the file section.
I play on my computer.
Who's not used the brainwave generator yet?
I need to get the
Okay.
generator
I've
thing.
not used
You
it.
haven't used it yet? You used it, okay. So this is what it sounds like. This is week 1. It says on here, week number 1. And then it sounds a little bit like this for the week 1.
Oh, I can't hear a thing.
It sounds like the document.
Oh, I don't. Okay, because I'm on a call right now. I can't play it. That's why it's not
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on the conference call, so.
Yeah, and it's safe for animals, pets, right?
Yeah, so it'll tell you right on there so you won't get confused. But if you do, use the Facebook page if you get confused and write it on there. But it'll tell you week 1 and it'll say week 1 on the file. So. Who else has a burning question?
Burning question.
You got a question that's
Ow!
again.
Yeah. Yeah, I dream that it's about like a shamanic called middle world. Like, you know, I see people that I know, like I have been dream about like daily life like this, nothing special
Yeah.
out of this world. Yeah. So is that common?
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll have plenty of dreams that are almost boring. You know, you'll wake up and go, God, I don't care to write that down.
Yeah.
But we want to write them down anyway, just to get in the habit.
So I see these people, this person, and in my dream I see those people again.
Right.
It's like you're back at work.
And if you get into dream analysis, the actual things like the objective, oh, that was a dinosaur and this was a that stuff doesn't have much meaning at all, I've found. If you look at dream journal books, they'll claim that every single thing has deep meaning, but I found it doesn't. The actions have deep meaning. The topical things like, oh, a dinosaur chased me. Well, that's because I watched Lost World yesterday. That's not because dinosaurs mean something specific to me. And if I looked it up, you know, it would give me some generic answer to what dinosaurs mean for the whole populace, you know, and it wouldn't really match.
Right.
So I've stopped using those dream books a long time ago, and I just focus on the action. Ah, I'm running from something scary, symbol of fear, symbol of, okay, that makes sense. Who am I running with? Do I ever stop and confront it? That kind of thing. Oh, okay, now it gets deep. Okay, what is that fear exactly? Well, you might not know right away from one dream. You might need a couple of dreams of a similar nature to figure out what exactly that represents.
So you might want to log more than just keywords for that.
Well, no, you don't. You want to log only keywords. And then you'll have, so the program says once a week, go through your keywords and try your best to then write out the whole dream.
Yeah,
And if
but
you successfully remember the whole dream, then you can go into
But you're
analysis and worry
saying
about
if
it.
it's a particularly
Yeah.
interesting dream.
interesting dream you want to do
You
it.
want to write
If
the
you
whole
have a
thing
lucid
down.
dream, hell yeah, write that shit down.
Right.
Write the
Or
whole thing out right away.
I even had
That
an
was it.
interesting dream, you know, that was good. Because, you know, yeah, you don't want to get out of the habit of waking up and staying up for writing down an hour dream.
Right, but you want the majority of your time being just keywords for the,
Yeah.
for the sake of training. I guess you could have a whole week full of lucids then.
Yeah,
Well,
log
okay.
'em.
Well, lucid dreams are great. I just finished reading Robert Wagner's book, Lucid Dreaming, Gateway to the Inner Self. And what he says is that instead of you know, trying to interpret your dreams, if you become lucid, you can just engage various elements and say, you know, what do you represent? You know, what are you trying to tell me? What am I supposed to get out of this? You can, you know, pose various questions. And if you're lucid, then the element will just respond directly to your question and you'll get the answer that you want, so you don't have to worry about that. But I recommend that book, by the way. It's really, really good.
And on that note, what did you read recently that was a really awesome idea while lucid? Form energy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Larry, you'll probably key in on this. Wagner was a big Castaneda fan back in the day. And so you're familiar with like the recapitulation exercise, when you breathe from side to side. In one of his lucid dreams, he attempted to do that, and his intent was to draw the energy of the dream back into himself. And he did that, and the dream ended very abruptly. And then immediately after that, he had 3 lucid dreams right in a row. So he got a huge energy boost from doing that. So it's that thing. I know over at Mike's, he's brought it up before, and Wagner says the same thing, that basically when you're in a lucid state, and Mike says, you know, if you're in an OBE state, any sort of meditative practice is multiplied by a big factor.
That's what I've heard.
You know, Wagner says it's, you know, about 9 times more powerful. I'm not sure sort of math he uses for that, but you get the idea that you can really do some great work if you can remember tasks or set intentions ahead of time in those states. Okay. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
See you next Sunday.
All right,
Good.
great.
That's your yoga mat?
Yes.
Okay, because I found it here, and I was like, somebody left their yoga mat there, yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Anybody have anything in their dreams they want to?
Yeah, let's all go around, see if anyone had something neat to share. I can start. If you can kind of see blurrily that I really stuck to it. I did not write down more than what's necessary. So like I wrote 6 keywords for the first set. Then some interesting stuff started happening, so I wrote a little bit more, and then kind of fell to habit. But I had a couple days 2 days of absolutely no recall. The first night was fine. Second night was fine. Just kind of. I also had irregular sleep pattern this week, so that was a big part of it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Don.
So on the 16th, I had a lucid. Yay!
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why you got like an extra 2 sentences there with it.
That's right. A lucid merits an extra few keywords.
Now, what made you
Wow.
know it was lucid?
Because I woke up in the dream.
You
and
woke up in it?
controlled the dream. So yeah, to rehash what a lucid dream is when you're having a regular dream, but for whatever reason, you realize that it is not real, it's not the real world, that you break that illusion, and you have that level of full conscious awareness, just as awake as you are in a normal daily state, but you're still in your dream. A lot of people wake up right away,
That's what happens to me.
and that's still technically lucid. You didn't take advantage of it, but you did reach lucidity. So once you get there, all you gotta do is hold that state. And it's a fine line because you can be so shocked and amazed that, wow, I'm in this holographic reality, and it looks so real that your excitement makes your adrenal system spark up, and then your whole body can't help but wake up at that point. So if you can keep calm and be as minimally excited as possible and celebrate later, then you won't wake up right away anyway.
And that's supposed to be true of the OBE state too. isn't
Yes.
it? That you can't get too excited or else you'll
Wake
knock
up.
yourself. Yeah. you'll wake
Right,
up.
right.
Which is hard to do.
And that'll be part of the training for this, that you'll benefit from writing your dreams down, because once you do the full, not just the keywords, but you'll do the full thing, you'll start to notice patterns. Like, I frequently dream of, having conversations with non-humans or with dead people, or I frequently find myself in certain situations, places that I haven't been, or places that I haven't been since I was a kid. And so you can cue yourself mentally to be on the lookout for those particular states because they're common to your dreams. And it makes it a lot easier to, hey, this is a dream. I know that that's not supposed to happen. And to get some good training out of that.
Right.
So am I lucid?
Do you want a reality check?
It was a regular dream. Goran happened to be in it, so it's cool that you showed
Oh,
up.
wow.
We're all gonna have lucids now tonight.
That's right.
He's the truth.
Look for Gorn in your dreams. And wake
Spinning on one foot. Because I can do that.
So Goran was explaining his preference for depth, and that's about all I remember. My focus was on the lucid, so sorry.
Why to apologize?
Sorry, I didn't have perfect detail that part, but
You're just the commercial.
So I'm having a regular dream. He happens to be in it, and from that point, I just become lucid. It wasn't a trigger. It wasn't like, oh, that one thing's so weird, I guess I must be lucid. It just happened. And then I'm like, all right, my intention. I remembered my intention. It's also very hard to remember what the hell you're going to do when you reach lucidity. So you're lucky if you do. So
Practice.
Juice had asked us, what's your intention if we do, reach the 90 days and really, blast through this course and we have some OBEs, what is our goal? What's the ultimate OBE? What do you want to do with it? Your first OBE goal should be just to take 30 seconds to check out an object and come right back. Keep it short and brief. But what's your long-term goal? What do you really want to do with this? Do you want to go heal? Do you want to go visit someone? Visit a lost relative? Something like that? Well, mine was to go to the higher planes. So I remember my intention, and I'm like, all right, higher planes, and I queued for ascension, a feeling of rising, not vertically flying up, but vibrationally rising. And the weirdest thing happened. I am suddenly in my room. I'm like in my body, in my room. Something about the idea of ascending up went from the dream realm, or bubble, whatever, into the physical world. So I kept on going, went up, and then everything got fuzzy, and I woke right back up after that. So that was it. But that kind of confused me, like why that happened.
Do you think it turned into an OBE?
Yeah, I think the dream turned into an OBE.
Yeah.
And I kept trying to go forward on from there to ascend up. And later on I realized, oh yeah, to do a higher projection, it's an internal projection. You go from your body within into your inner consciousness. And it's like an inverse portal kind of thing. So to go from here to the astral plane, you kind of do go almost vertically. You kind of, like one trick is to shoot for the stars, and you'll shift vibrationally, and there it is. The mental plane's up from there, Buddhic plane is up from there. Beyond the Buddhic plane, you go within, into deeper levels, and so I'd forgotten that, and so it's actually it was doing it for me. It went to my body, and it started to go within, and I'm like, no, that way.
Yeah.
And I interrupted it, and I guess we had two conflicting concepts, and woke up.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
you.
Looking forward to more.
So now you know what to make sure you don't do next time.
Yes. Alright, who's next? I'm going to circle?
Yeah, I guess we'll go in circle.
Jason, real quick, just say your name and what day you're on.
Jason, I'm on day 8. I just finished day 8 with you guys. I'm in step. I also had, looks like 3 days worth of just no recall whatsoever. I didn't have anything particularly interesting to report dream-wise, unfortunately. But getting back in the habit of it is a plus.
Definitely.
That's it for me.
Now, Gordon, did
Your own spot.
Gordon, did you actually start the course, or are you just coming to get the book?
I actually came to get a book.
Yeah.
We suckered you into
But
We
I was
suckered you into it.
interested in wonderful conversations, but I understand if this is kind of personal course of nature.
Oh, you are welcome.
No, Gordon. You'll definitely pick up some goodies, hopefully, from
And
it.
of course, you're deeply hoping that this will somehow motivate you to join the course.
Join us.
Oh, it's already past the first class.
Oh.
I don't need another dreams of being late for school.
With no clothes on?
With testing I passed and I haven't studied.
Well, I'm very far behind.
Oh, yeah?
I'm only on day 2.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not.
Yeah, so,
Steph was saying something about 2 groups, that you subdivided into 2 groups.
Kind of,
Or-
so every time we meet on Sunday, we'll have the experiential part where we go through the day, and then the other half where we just talk about what happened so far, so that anyone can if anyone feels like they're so far behind that it wouldn't be right to do the experience part, they can just show up at 7:30, and then we can talk about everything. It's like stay in touch and stay in queue. Be like, okay, I'm 3 weeks behind you guys, but I did do 7 days finally of that week, and here's my results from it.
Okay. Yes, yes. Can I pick up the book while we're going now?
Yeah.
No,
Here.
we're gonna hold it captive. Oh, that one.
You have to sign an agreement. Join the course.
At the end.
I suppose.
I actually did. We have one right here.
That's-
Again,
Is he still on?
let's see another one.
All right, Cindy, did you want to share anything?
Yes.
Well,
Did you want to share on or off camera at your choice?
I don't think it's interesting enough to be on camera. I wouldn't
Okay.
bother. Don't waste your
I'm
time.
Every time.
But if you think about it, you are helping
Yeah.
anyone who's watching go, oh, thank God I'm not alone.
I know, right?
Uh,
Exactly.
well, you know, I had the
Oh, there it
same.
goes.
Where did you
All right,
have one
phone
at?
call's over.
Okay. I had trouble recalling, you know, usually I'm a pretty active dreamer and I remember things, and what I saw was the first day I remembered one vivid dream, and normally I remember a lot, and you know, a lot of the dreams are mundane, you know, my mom and my sisters making me go shopping or something, or my son had a car wreck and I took the blame for him. It was his fault, and I woke up and I go, dang man, why'd I do that? It's his fault. He wrecked the car,
Is he
and
okay?
it was in my dream.
Oh.
It was just a dream. It was a dream, but he had wrecked the car in my dream, and no one was hurt. Luckily, you know, I'm pretty good about not letting bad things happen. But I took the blame, and that's all I wrote on here. I took the blame. I was like, why would I do that? I'm crazy. But the cool dream was I was being kind of a creeper, which isn't too nice. I wasn't malicious or anything, but I was where I wasn't supposed to be. I was someplace where I didn't belong, and I was kind of slipping around. And I think it was a retreat center or something. I've never been there, but it was totally vivid. And the thing that I remember that was so pretty, and I might like to go back there again, is they had these swimming pools that were in these rooms that were like stone walls, like it was built in a cave or something. It was underground. And they had these blue, just crystal blue lit up pools, and I wanted in. And I couldn't find a way in, and I was slinking about trying to find a way into these, because there were several rooms with them, and I was like, how can I get in here? I want to go swimming. I want in there. And I was telling Stephanie, I came upon a kitchen, and there were people off in the distance, just like two people, like maybe there were people that worked at night, you know, they looked like they were maybe housekeepers or something, and that there was a lioness standing next to him, just like a house pet, with a apron on, you know, like like she was part of the cleaning crew, you know. And in my dream, I saw that, and I go, man, that's not right. You know, I'm not in reality. You know, it's like when you're in a dream, and you go, that thing. You know, like I remember a dream from a long time ago. There was an elephant on the like 10th story of a hotel. And the elephant just did, you know, how the hell did the elephant get up there? You know,
Right.
it couldn't fit in the elevator, you know, it was there in a dream. And so, you know, it's things like that that make me want to find out more and find out what's going on. And of course, as soon as I saw that, the lioness, I saw the people, then that was a zap out, you know.
Well, hopefully the next zap out will be a zap to a lucid state.
Where I can,
Then you can,
Just
yeah,
roll with
those
it.
things like weird things like an elephant on top of a building will snap you not out back to your body, but actually awake inside your dream. There'll be an opposite snap.
because it's usually, I feel like I'm watching. I'm like, I'm the watcher. That's why I said I felt like a creeper, because it's always like I'm watching things happening. And
You can stay the observer.
I'm the
and still-
observer,
And
yeah.
still be, like I always felt like I was a camera. Like I was a flying camera just watching like a movie, but it was, you know, moving around. And I've had a lot of lucids where I was just so intrigued by the dream in particular that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna let this one roll and
Right.
see what happens. And just hang in. And so you can definitely still be in like this non-local camera observer mode and stay lucid. You don't have, that's not a bad thing at all.
that's been like, you know, my MO. But I'm interested in interacting maybe, or maybe not ending it. You know, if you find a way not to end it.
Yeah.
Stay with it.
And there are tricks to turn a lucid dream into an OBE. So that's the real goal there.
Be cool.
I mean, there's so much you can do. You can use a lucid for dream healing, personal introspection. Like he was saying, you can actually go to your son, who's you're taking the blame for it, and interrupt the dream and go, "What the hell?" And you know he's not him.
Yeah, it's my own deal.
You know he's
Yeah.
you. So you
Yeah.
address him and go, "Why do I do that?" And just like have a conversation with your subconscious. And it'll be real nice and literal. It'll spell it out for you if you want that, if you tell it to be literal with you.
I think I've had so many cases where my dream, the symbolism was very literal. I mean,
Cool.
just, not subtle at
Yeah.
all. Just like totally literal.
And usually that's things you're ready to handle. But there's
Right.
no need for the symbolism. You're good. So it's just, you're almost on the brink of letting it go, so I'm just going to spell it out for you. Symbols are to help disguise it so that you don't get overwhelmed.
It's like the cheese on broccoli, so the kids will eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dream symbolism is like cheese.
Cindy, thanks for sharing.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Also, I read the dream.
No camera, okay.
This is a girl dream. Start day 2, right? Because day 1 is I was here, so start day 2 morning. So the first dream, day 1, I dream about is about me and the hummingbird. Me and my hummingbird. So I wrote down the keywords. So I think I look up the animal thing, and actually this is at that time I was asking my life purpose. So this dream actually taught me things about my life purpose. So hummingbird.
So before you went to bed, you were trying to cue for, let me have a dream about my life's purpose?
For like I have been contemplating my life purpose like for days or weeks. before that.
So for weeks you've already set a strong intention that come up for you.
For weeks or days,
Awesome.
yeah. So the second day the day after I came here, the next morning, night I come here, the next morning I dream about the hummingbird. Dream about my life purpose.
By the way, you can always change your life purpose.
Oh,
You can change your life purpose.
I can change my life purpose.
Yep.
Mhm.
I found out that I had a pretty lame life purpose, and I have updated it.
Yeah, I want to change my life purpose because I didn't like much of my life
Yeah.
purpose that was shown in the hummingbird.
Huh?
So I can change my life
Yes, you
purpose.
can.
Cool. Yeah,
We are co-creators with our higher selves.
cool. I want to change so much of it.
Do you notice, are you having more dreams, less, or the same amount since you started the book?
I
Recall.
recall more.
You do?
Like
Okay.
every morning or every other morning,
Mhm.
I have dreams. I remember some dreams. So the next one, that's the next day. The next morning, I dream about in my dream I went to it's like I'm an observer, but I'm also somebody. Paulina is there in my dream. So I see myself went to a Meetup meeting for Astral projection. So I said, why in my dream we still get together, So I talked and I chatted with some women there and a man there.
Did they look like him?
It's actually a different group of people.
Yeah, I know it's a different group, so it might have been Goran. Did it look like Goran?
There are several people there. I don't remember all of them.
Yeah.
I talked to like 2-3 people there, and there are 2 puppies like rolling in some kind of clay. The puppies are playing clay, but I talked to
I have a cute dog.
Yeah, maybe your dog.
the dogs. Yeah, I'm amazing. Yeah. But
Do you remember what
those
color the dogs were?
look like puppies of like lap dogs, but they're still little puppies.
Oh, okay.
Like
Little pups.
very little pups. Yeah, rolling in clay. And people don't care. There's a big TV like this, probably in this room. Very big TV.
Interesting.
And I talked to 2 or 3 people there, but I don't remember the rest of the faces. I don't know the faces. I said, but you know what, go to the meeting again when I'm sleeping?
We're infiltrating your minds.
What? Because if I dream about going to the
Yeah.
meeting in your dream,
That's a cool dream.
Yeah, that is. I had dreams like
That's
that.
actually a very good
Yeah.
sign. It's part of the intention state. So we're doing affirmations, right? We're trying to make this happen more often. We're cueing, we're letting our higher self know, hey, we actually want this to be a part of our lives now. We want to have out-of-body experiences. We're ready. And so for you to have a dream about an astral projection meetup, that's cool. That means that you're getting through. Your subconscious
That's very
hears you.
focused.
Yeah.
I remember this TV.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Very nice.
Cool.
So another one is when I was doing the breath meditation thing, and I start to dreaming. But I woke myself up. The breath meditation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found my dream state and woke myself up after a while.
Wow.
Stop. It's like, wait a minute, I wasn't supposed to dream when I'm meditating my breath.
Some advanced meditators,
Uh-huh.
they actually meditate when they have a lucid dream. They have them so easily. They actually can meditate while they're having a lucid dream, or they actually during an OBE too. They meditate inside it.
Mm.
Well, she's saying she was trying to meditate and accidentally had a dream, right? You're saying that when you're having your normal nightly dream, you can then become lucid and then meditate within that dream on purpose.
Right.
But it's the opposite, but it's
Yeah.
still a cool
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's so cool, yeah. Then the next morning I dream about I went back to Indonesia. That's where I come from. And I went back there and went in a shopping mall. I went stairs, up and down the stairs, shopping.
Do you feel good when you wake up from the dream? Do you feel like there's a good feeling for most
Well,
people?
I had been having this homesick. I have been wanting to visit my family
Yeah.
in Indonesia, so probably
Strong emotions and stuff.
yeah. Probably I went to visit right when I was sleeping, right? Because I'm homesick, right? That's possible, right?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's hard to interpret unless on you, but always look at the action. So you're shopping, but I would think that relates to choosing. So you're looking at your options and you're going to pick between this array of choices. Like reviewing your options.
In life, in general.
Yeah.
Like
Or maybe something specific, but
So probably that tell me about I'm making some choices in life because I'm shopping in my dream, so that I'm shopping in life, right?
yeah, instead of just trucking through, doing the same thing, you're reviewing that you have many options and choices.
Yeah, that ring the bell. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now in my life. That's where I'm at. I'm shopping.
That's a more interesting way of looking at it because, like I said a minute ago, my sisters and my mom were making me shop. I don't like to go shopping. And they were like, come on, we gotta go shopping. I'm like, ugh. Please, this is my dream. Don't make me go shopping. But maybe it's all about choices, because I'm at a turning point in my life where choices, and I'm definitely getting out of a pattern that I was in. So there's choices all out there. Yeah, it's cool. Thanks.
So
Because
it,
I
yeah.
make a connection.
Yeah, it's yeah.
And that's why it's so personal, because for you it could be shopping equals mall equals tons of people and all that
Equals-
energy.
I don't go there, meaning frightening.
So for you it might
But
be
true.
your family not quite getting that you're an empath and you don't like that. So that could be a completely different thing. But
I think the choices thing rings true like that. Like, we have to make our choices. And yeah.
Can be a little bit overwhelming because
Oh,
to women, shopping means hunting, right? You actually
It is.
hunting for that bargain in the
Yeah,
mall. Right?
yeah.
And then,
That's true.
all right.
and getting the best deal. It's hard to find the best one.
It's like finding that best kill, You're hunting the deer.
Right.
So the next dream will be I dream about death loved one come in my dream.
About what?
Loved one from the other side
Oh,
in my dream. And the next morning after that, I dream about, it's one of my life lesson. One of my life lessons is I have a friend that always tell me his family stories that in real life I said, no, stop, don't tell me your family stories, I don't want to hear. In the dream that he told me about his family stories all over again, the same thing. Oh no, the same
It snuck it in.
the same feelings. I don't know, listen to those. So this kind of thing, yeah, weird dreams. That's above so below, I said. The end.
Well, it sounds like great progress. It sounds like the affirmations are really hitting home.
Mm.
It is impacting you. It's not being glossed over. Your subconscious is totally paying attention.
So the thing is, like, I kept different real life and dream life. It's like thing like more merging together. My real life and my dream life. I feel like it like that because things happen in real life. It's happening in my dream. So I feel like.
Oh, cool.
You know there's a dream group too, right? Attached to the Meetup. Have you ever gone to Katya's dream group?
I think I met you there once.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a
I
long
only
time
went
ago.
once. Only went
Yeah.
once. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you're having a lot more dreams and you want some insight on them, you could go back again, yeah.
She has a degree of psychic ability. She's trained in the Jungian Institute. And
She does. He
Katya.
does.
Katya.
Oh.
So
When is the next one of those?
monthly.
I mean,
Second Sunday in each month.
Yeah.
so it just happened? We just had it last weekend,
We-
or is it this weekend?
Today.
It was
Second
today.
Sunday
No, it was today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was today.
But how is the other group related? Because I signed up for that
Which other-
one. There's one, I think.
The other
is-
meditation one?
Yeah, it's a meditation
Yeah,
one,
the
not this
TMI.
week, but next week
Yeah,
or something.
once a month, that's Mike, he does his.
Yes, I haven't done
Yeah.
that, but I signed up for next
That's a
time.
great one.
Yeah, is it like this or y'all connected?
We have gravity chairs. There's about 7 or 8 gravity chairs.
Mhm.
And a big loft area. So bring a yoga mat and bring your headphones.
Okay.
And we'll hook up together. We have amplifiers and splitters.
Mhm.
And you'll hear 2 tracks of the Monroe Institute back to back. And you'll have a nice deep journey of sorts.
Cool. Yeah, I was too late signing up for it. Last time it was
Yeah.
full.
It gets full fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's
Some
the
people
other
don't
one,
show up,
This
though.
wasn't recording. It was on standby. I don't wanna
I
listen
said
to it.
no.
This one's not.
There are 2
Yeah.
meetups. Mike has actually 2 meetups.
Mhm.
One is Monroe and one is TMI, and I believe they are for the same meetup.
Well, yeah, there's duplication in this group, and Mike has his own meetup group, and they're both for the same event.
But when you check for one, it increments the number of spaces, but not the other. They're
Right.
not related. So he can have only like 15 people in his house,
Mm.
but if you go to other group, you can still see space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last one was pretty crazy, Goran.
Oh
You
yeah,
were there,
I
it
had to
was-
miss. Yeah,
it
it
was
was a lot
packed.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
It was probably maxed out. actually.
So how
Yeah.
That
how
was
many
the
is,
best track though, since I've been going, you know. I went
Yeah.
through.
Oh really? Wow.
We did
Good
a
track.
manifestation
Oh,
in
right.
keeping with the new year.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 2 manifestation tracks back to back.
Yeah,
Cool.
so it's
Well,
kind of like,
I'm looking forward to trying that. Although, do you have to have really high quality headphones? Because mine are pretty, medium low. So
You
they're
can
not the
use-
big kind. They're
You can
they're
use
the little.
$1 cheap earbuds as long as they're stereo.
Yeah, I
What
got
matters
stereo.
is that they're stereo. If they're mono, of course it won't work.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
What the bass tone? Isn't it about 100 hertz or 150
yeah, it could
hertz?
be anywhere between 100 and 1,000. It really doesn't matter what
it's
the
all
hertz
about the
is.
difference
Yeah,
between the two.
differential.
Okay.
If your brain will
Because-
make up
Mhm.
the
Right.
difference. Hopefully.
And if you want to make your own, you can play with that and see if you like the 100 tone or you like the 400 tone. And there's even a chart that
Using the
Campbell.
brainwave generator.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Campbell
Yeah.
has good advice on that, how to create your own.
Tom Campbell.
He says males statistically prefer
Lower
something
tones.
lower tones.
Mhm.
Females prefer a little bit higher tones as a base tone.
Yeah.
And then the differential is how low do you want to go? Do you want to do the, and he actually has a number. It's not 4 hertz. It's 3.8 point, it's something,
Yeah.
something, something.
It's like 3.4 or something like that.
So there's an exact number he has. I wrote it down.
Mhm.
So that's just a vibrational level, because technically I think our hearing is only going to 20 hertz.
Right, that's
You
the
cannot
whole
hear
point
directly.
behind it.
So you're just
That's
feeling a
the
vibration.
difference. No, that's not the vibration, that's the difference between the two.
Oh, the
series
difference
sides.
between the two, not the
Yeah,
particular
so
wave,
your
the
brain
frequency.
hears that difference and trains to it neurologically. It's not actually a
Okay,
physical vibration of that.
okay. It's like I was going, no, I know that science teacher, sorry. And
If-
then I was like,
Yeah, that's good though, because
I
that's the
was,
science
I did a
behind
little
it.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, because they know that it's like, well, theta meditation states occur at this, level,
Uh-huh,
and you can't hear that sound.
right.
But I
So-
think even if you could hear 4 hertz, it wouldn't entrain. It wouldn't quite click that has anything to do with your brain frequency.
I
The
think
brain
it kind of
activity.
does though, like with some of the shamanic drumming, I've experienced that it does kind of.
Oh, the 4
train
hertz?
you. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, well,
you have a fast drumming, I mean, that's just an experience I've had before.
I've wanted to learn. I made my own drum, but I don't know much about the beats which beats induce a trance more than others. And
I've heard
wanted to-
shamanic drummers do slow and fast. I don't think it matters that much.
I was just wondering which one. I want to experiment with it because I heard the fast ones, and I think I kind of like the lighter, less intense. Rather than faster beat.
I have a strong suspicion that this Tibetan's long sound instruments, and when they start horning, they're very low frequency, and I bet it produces all kinds of intermediate differentials, which may serve as a catalysts, right? Because they don't obviously have one horning in left ear, one in other carefully tuned, but because they're all kind of there, the similar note, there are plenty of differentials for your mind to sync to.
Yeah. And then they have bowls that ring at just about the same frequency, but there's beat frequencies and
Mhm.
all that.
And those bowls are awesome.
Yeah.
I like the crystal ones. They're just pretty
Singing
cool.
bowls,
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I have a little bitty one, but it's not very loud. I like the big ones.
One of
It's
the
rich.
frequent attendees at Mike's TMI group is a singing bowl expert. That's her thing.
Is she the one that does the little meetups?
Yeah, she does meetups.
Cool. Yeah, I saw that. I've been able
Yeah,
Okay.
to go, but yeah, I like those bowls.
singing bowl lady.
Yeah, I've got a set of those bowls.
The crystal ones?
Yeah.
Do you play them?
Yeah.
Oh man,
We gotta do a
I would
special
love to
meetup.
hear it.
Well, I'm not in my bedroom, it's not a place.
Oh, okay.
It's not enough room, but
Don't
yeah,
feel
I'd
like-
like to have a bigger place to be able to do it eventually.
Oh, cool.
That was one of my intentions for New Year's Eve, to be able to do that. But yeah, it's wonderful because you play those bowls for like 20 or 30 minutes, and then the rest of the day your mind is just nice and still. I found it's great, and it's a good thing to do before these exercises. That's what I did today. Just about 20 minutes, and then come in, listen to a little bit of binaural beat, then get started, and you're already just in the zone.
I've got one, a thing I downloaded. It's the singing bowls, the crystal bowls that are supposed to clear chakras. So it starts, from the base up. And it really, by the time you get up to the top, you're literally feeling the vibrations. You're like,
Yeah.
it does something. I don't know how it
Yeah, I'm
does
trying
it.
to learn and figure that out because there are certain frequencies, with certain people that it just goes through your body and does something. I don't know, what it is, but yeah, I have a couple of people that have heard a certain bowl. They're like, oh wow, that does something to goes inside, my torso and does some adjustment or something,
Mhm.
So yeah, they're very powerful.
And then, on a related note, Robert Peterson has a whole other take on audio. He found that if you play rock music, even any music that you like that kind of gets you kind of charged emotionally, that also happens to have some kind of left-right shifting going on. And a lot of people back in the 80s would play with their settings, and they'd make it the loudness shift, or just the one part of the track shift from the right ear to the left ear in phase,
That's the
fade out.
70s.
70s?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the 70s. Yes.
That's 70.
Do you guys remember the band called Yes? They were, the music would just go, you could feel it go through your head. I mean, because we had the big fat headphones, you know, and yeah.
So give it a try. If you like any of those personally, go ahead and try that, but with the intention of meditating while listening to it. Get comfortable to have a stereo headset and listen to it and try to trace it as it goes left and right and around, and you'll get loose. You won't have an OB per se, but you'll get loose. And it's very similar effect to as doing these warm-up
Right,
exercises.
makes sense.
And then turn it off, and then maybe lay down further, and then try for an OB.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's
Yeah,
the
there's-
point.
Makes
There's
sense.
programs where you can take any stereo track and
Yeah, you can create that easily.
you can do that,
Yeah.
like I use Cool Edit, and then you can, start off, say 15 hertz and work your way down. Not just be listening to noise or whatever, but have your favorite track of music,
Have you tried doing that with like sampling your singing bowls for a while? And
Not
then
yet,
adding
that's
to it?
on the list.
Oh,
That's
right,
on
yeah.
the list.
Full
When you're done,
report,
post
sir.
it. Post it, and we'll share.
Yeah.
Or did you have a dream you want to
I
share?
didn't have.
It's getting, it's 9
I
o'clock
didn't
here,
have
I
much
gotta
this week.
close up.
Usually I have lots of dreams, but this
Nothing you want to
week,
share that you
Whole week?
remember?
All
Uh,
7 days?
I had a few, but I didn't write them down, and I just.
Oh yeah, they go.
Yeah, but enough, but usually, the good ones I always remember them anyway.
Yeah.
So they were just
Yeah.
tiny little fragments or whatever. I didn't, usually if I wake up and there's something that's pretty important, then I'll definitely write it down. But yeah, I didn't have much for some reason. So,
That's kind of, it's like Cindy had a little problem with hers too. A little less than normal starting this out, so see what happens with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of messing around with your makeup.
Well, sometimes you'll have an element of self-sabotage going on.
Mhm.
Whatever sub-personality that's very invested in being here in the first place is gonna go, wait, why are you trying to, no. And it'll try to find ways to distract
Well, I think-
you. Facebook will be twice as interesting.
I don't have that distraction, but.
Oh, you're lucky.
No, I had other distractions this week, other things I was really concentrating on doing, so it's.
I think that may have been mine too. We had some stuff at work that was like fired up a little bit more this week than regular
Mm.
stuff going on.
Well, this is my 3rd round with the Bruce book, and I found it to be easier so far. These 7
It
days,
is, yeah. Yeah.
First one was really hard, and then the second one was hard, and then this one was easy. But it's also because it gets a little harder later on,
Right.
so it's all relative, right? But I did find it easy to stay on track with doing the dailies and doing the keywords. Not so much with the nightly affirmations. I missed one night and I did fall asleep to it, but I spaced out so fast, I'm sure I didn't hear much of it. And so I didn't do it perfectly this week, but I did find it to be significantly easier than it was. But I also worked more hours before the last time I did this.
Right, that's true.
Well, this time we're also doing, it's more of a priority thing, that we have like
That too.
a set, like, okay, at such and such a time, if I'm home, then we gotta get started on it. We don't go like, well, maybe after dinner, maybe this, maybe that. It's like, no, right now we're gonna
I
go.
think that's it. You gotta be
You
self-disciplined
really have to,
because
you have to.
I
follow
saw
along.
I had a problem,
Yeah.
a big problem with the discipline. I'm there messing around on the internet going,
Yeah,
I had the book open behind the browser, going, I need to read the book. And I'm messing around on the
Right.
internet instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, my dreams here.
On that note, I downloaded a Facebook blocker app for Firefox. So I look forward to even more reading.
Oh, wow.
Is it easy to turn on and off? Like you can turn it off
Yeah,
for a night and turn it on
It has a
again?
timer. You can say, I'm free to do this on the weekend specifically, and never further Monday through Friday. Or unlock it at 9 p.m. or have a window of time.
Open it up for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I used to say. I allow myself 15 minutes of this
So
nonsense.
what if I miss my window?
Yes.
So then you spend subconscious trying to sabotage it.
All right, guys, here's my dream. I wrote down some keywords, and one thing, I had a woman that kept staying close to me. I just kept feeling a woman next to me. So I wrote down, woman, did not recognize, keep staying close to me. So I'd fall asleep and wake back up and felt a woman's presence there and fall asleep, wake up. That was cool. One day, bad sleep schedule, so I had nothing. One of the days I flew a space shuttle to Jupiter. Yeah, I was in charge of piloting a space shuttle to Jupiter.
Wow.
That was pretty cool. That was my, and then,
Can you tell us more about that? I mean,
well,
what
it's
was it
gone. I
like?
did keywords. Well, this is what I wrote. I said, then I can't understand my handwriting. Sometimes you'll see that when you're like half asleep, but something about rating the space shuttle and for unauthorized flying, and that's what I wrote down. I have no idea what that meant. I can't remember. When I tried to come back to the dream, it was gone. And then I wrote down, it was very fun, weird dream.
I bet. Yeah.
These are keywords we had to write down. This is something Goran's probably like, why don't you write the whole dream down? And then nothing on 116. Then I had a dream that today that I was camping in the woods with an ex-girlfriend, and we left, and I just wrote down keywords. I'm trying to remember it. And then I was looking at a bus from the top, you know, like a regular full-size bus. I was following the bus from the top, looking down at it as it was going around somewhere. So it was like pretty cool. I was like just hovering over the bus and watching it turn and stuff like that.
That's OBE.
It's like
Yeah.
a bus kite.
Yeah.
But what?
Well, we don't qualify it as an OBE unless you're fully lucid.
But he was
If he-
flying over it.
He may have actually been out of body in a groggy, sleepy state.
Yeah, groggy.
Oh.
Also, what can happen is you can have overlap. You can have, this is really weird, but you can actually have one of you, like a copy of your psyche, out of body, and another you in a lucid, or in a regular dream,
Mhm.
and may or may not be lucid. And the two will have like interference with each other, and your dream may reflect things that are going on in a real OBE state. And then when it's time to wake up, if you wake up abruptly, the memories may collapse on each other and you'll get little A, little B, or you'll only remember the one or the other.
Right.
And I have an experience where it's actually both, just kind of fading in and out. Or like something like his, where he remembers it as being a dream, but that may not have been a dream. It may have been his dream self just kind of dragging behind his out of body. You can also be, you know, there's nothing that says the moment that you're out of body, you're going to be fully awake. You can be real groggy and sleepy in that state too.
That's what it feels like, more of a hazy. I was following the bus, but when I noticed my past lucid dreams and OBEs, it's very clear and crisp like it is now, like I am now, so yeah.
So that's really the purpose behind the energy work portion. That's why that part's so important. And that's also why I like Robert Bruce so much, because he really drives that home and spends a lot of time on it. The
It's
other
also-
other authors may or may not even mention it. Good.
So it's also the purpose behind your dream recall. It's that memory issue. So the more you work on your dream recall, the more you're training your memory to be able to recall OBEs when you have them, because you're going to run in that same memory interference pattern where, you know, one part of your consciousness is doing one thing, the other part's actually having an OBE. When you return, there's a memory conflict because your brain doesn't like to be in two places at once.
Right, and that's why you feel so confused.
Right.
Mhm.
So
That
having
makes
this
perfect
memory
sense.
training is, you know, the
Yeah.
best way to overcome that.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of times when you wake up, it's just like, oh my God, you know.
What
At
happens.
least with me, it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Well,
What's wrong with my brain?
Sometimes you'll feel like, oh, so real that feels like an OBE, but couldn't have been because so-and-so is not awake at this time, or it wasn't daylight, it was nighttime, you know, whatever. Some fluctuation happened that shows, oh, well, because of the inaccuracy, it probably wasn't a real time zone OBE, authentic OBE. But it could have had elements of real OBE.
Mhm.
All right, guys, gotta close the night out here. I'm just gonna
Okay.
read something real quick here. This is week 2, the beginning. As you enter your second week of OBE training, it's important to consider that OBE ability is a talent that requires cultivation. To reap the rewards, you'll need to put in the time and effort to nurture OBE ability. The good news is that you are now 1 week closer to making this happen for people who don't have it happen. With each practice session, even if it's just a short session spread throughout the day, you move another step closer to having an OBE. And hopefully you are also learning a thing or two about your true spiritual nature along the way. Thank you, everybody.
Well, thank
for
you.
coming.
Thanks.
For week 2, next week is week 3. I hope we will all make it.
This week.
I really do. I see a nice good energy here. Good.
No.
Reminder to take convert. Reminder to convert your keywords over to the full memory if you haven't.
Yeah.
How do I remember this?
If you
It'll
can,
take